Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa with Lisa Boone Designs. I am here at a store that we're about to open. It's a carpet store, and I have a whole bunch of projects that I'm going to be working on, and I'm going to be sharing some of that with you in a couple of different videos. But right now, we're going to mix milk paint, and we're going to make over a gorgeous buffet. Stay tuned. Got hot water, and now we're going to mix the milk paint. Today, I'm going to be using Oh Olive by Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. True milk paint comes in powder form. Anything that you get in a big box store is not milk paint, and for that matter, any chalk paint that you get in a big box store is not chalk paint. It is latex paint, or sometimes it's acrylic paint. That's fire!
That was satisfying. Did you get that?
And you have to stir it up, mix it 1-to-1 ratio. I just have my old coffee scooper. I believe this big one is 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna do 3 to start with. You always want to start small because you want to use up the milk paint. It's not going to last very long. Cleaning furniture is an important part of painting. I use different things for different pieces. It just depends on how dirty it is. And I had a feeling that this wasn't gonna be that dirty. It was really dusty because I had just sanded this last night. I'm just using vinegar and water. Sometimes I add a little bit of Blue Dawn in here, but I forgot to do that. Vinegar is a great solution for cleaning furniture. It's inexpensive and it's natural, it's not toxic. It's great to use with DIY paint and Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. I started scuff sanding this right before I was gonna hit it with milk paint, and the paint is just coming off. So I'm gonna go ahead and unfortunately sand this down. I'm trying to stay clean today. Here we go. I'm loving this new carbide blade that I just got, and I got it for this buffet. You might be asking, why use this and sand? But this takes off so much, and it's less dust, less sanding, and why not? It's fun. It's noisy, but not as noisy as the duster.
The duster?
The duster, the dust maker. The dust maker. All right. This paint. And the other thing is, if this paint is coming off this easy, once I go to apply my paint, what is it going to adhere to? It can come off this easy. My finish is going to come off, so might as well. And I've done it both ways, where you do the powder first and then the water, or the water first and then the powder. And I really think that it does better when you do the water first. So I prefer to use the immersion blender to blend this all in, but I wasn't gonna bring all that because, again, we don't have any water, hot water here, and I like to clean my immersion blender immediately. So I'm putting this away because I don't want to inhale the fumes of the powder from the milk paint. And I'm just using these little whisks. I actually have them online on my website. You want this to be like a milkshake consistency, and I'm just gonna let it sit for a few minutes. Isn't this a beautiful color? Milk paint does have a little bit of a learning curve, and this is Ari's first time using milk paint. And whenever she wants to help paint, I'm gonna grab it because she doesn't help me very often. She doesn't really love painting. but this paint went on super smooth and super fast. I have these little bottles of Extra Bond. They're $6 each, or you can buy a pint. But a little bit goes a long way. You don't need that much. They tell you to do 2-to-1 ratio. I usually just put a little splash in there because I do want a little bit of chipping. So it's whatever you want to do. Just read the directions. It tells you exactly what to do, and you can also go on my website underneath the product.
Oh my god, that was so good! Oh my god!
My bad. I thought I was recording when I mixed my custom color. My olive was a little bit too bright. It's not what I was looking for. So I took my coffee scooper. I did 2 scoops of olive, and then a small scoop of zinc and a small scoop of proper. I mixed it all up with my whisk, and then I put it into my hot water, and I loved the color that I got. This is what it looked like, and it was super good. So what you want to do is after you mix it, you want to let it settle, let the bubbles go away. And as you're painting with milk paint, if your milk paint starts getting a little bit too thick or hard to paint, just keep adding just a little bit of water. Again, the paint goes on super smooth. The trick is really using hot water first and then your powder, and I love the way that it mixes. You can really see the difference in the 2 colors here. I didn't do total full coverage because I want that olive color to come through, and here's a great shot so that you could see and compare the 2 colors. They're both beautiful. I love the way that it turned out. This is what it looked like after I had completed my second coat. After she was totally dried, I took a sanding sponge and I cleaned up the tops of my drawers and anywhere where it was chipping. I went ahead and I made sure I gave it a good sanding. But I do that in general all over because milk paint comes out so smooth. Like, that's why I keep touching it. I just am amazed at how smooth it comes out after a light sanding. Then I wanted to add some Iod transfers. I cut out the pieces that I wanted, 2 different transfers. You can mix and match. You can do anything that you want. It's super fun. Use the grid lines to cut it, and I used the grid lines here to see where I was at. I just wanted it inside that panel, and now I have a little scrap for another project. So you keep all your scraps. Just make sure that you tape it so that it doesn't get messed up. I line it up, and then I apply it. And it's so much fun to watch it all come together. All of the Iod transfers come now in a pad. These are older ones that I had that were in a tube. They all come in a pad, which are so easy to use, and they all have a little stick for you to burnish and rub on the transfer. My favorite method is to rub with one hand and pull back with my other hand, and it just works for me a lot faster. And this is what it looked like once I applied my transfers. Next, I was going to seal it with oil wax, the dark one. I'd never used this dark wax, and I really like the way it turned out. I like to apply it with my chip brush. All of these products can be found on my website, lisaboondesigns.com. The links are in the description. I've never done an all natural. I usually use DIY Paints Dark and Decrepit as my stain, or you could do a wash. And I wanted to leave it natural. I knew my husband would really like it. This is what it looked like after she was all waxed. Super shiny. Wait 20 minutes. Take one of the cheesecloths. I have those also available on my website. And then rub off the excess oil. Make sure you get in all those grooves. And this is what it looked like after I had taken the excess oil off. Next, golden rule. She has to have bling! And I wanted that to pop from the Iod transfers too, and I put it all around. I absolutely love this transformation. I love the colors. I love the way that it turned out. I'm really pleased with the oil wax. Have you tried milk paint? Let me know. What are your concerns? Are you hesitant to try it? I know there's a learning curve, but it's super fun and I love it. Let me know in the comments what you think about milk paint, what your experiences have been, what you think about this transformation. I so appreciate your feedback and your support. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have an incredibly blessed day.